Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Nerd Bites Weekly Show. I am your host, DC, and joining me, per usual, is my best buddy, Ketsorin. What's up, Ketsorin?
That's me. Nothing much. What's up with you, man?
You know what? There's actually quite a bit up with me. Um,
Oh,
yeah, I'm like probably four.
loaded question this time.
I'm probably about 4% hot dog right now.
Oh, right on.
Yeah, I had a hot
I
dog
can get down with
yesterday. I went to Drake's for opening day just to hang out with wifey, thanks to you, and I had a hot dog. They were giving Cracker Jacks out for free and $3 hot dogs, and so I had a hot dog for the novelty of it. And then we did hot dogs tonight because the Braves opening night was tonight, even though it was supposed to be yesterday. And I had 2 hot dogs tonight, so I'm probably roughly about 2 or 3% hot dog right now, which is pretty cool.
that. That's incredible.
Yeah, it's pretty
I love
rad.
that. I
Yeah.
love that for you.
But yeah, shouts out the Braves. Where's Matt Lindsay when you need him? Braves won against the Phillies at Philadelphia on their opening day, so pretty rad.
You're gonna have some trash to talk.
Yeah, I'm in a really good mood right now. I made a meme, by the way.
Show us the meme.
Okay, well, actually, it's probably easier. Are you watching stream too?
Yeah.
Okay, sweet.
Am I watching myself? Of course I am.
Let me pull it up on my Facebook because I posted it to my Facebook. One sec.
Yep. Show us the meme. So you had a good time eating those glizzies?
Oh yeah, Glizzy Goblin. Here we go. Look at that. You see that?
Let's see.
I made this.
Nothing's showing right now.
What do you mean?
Nothing. Oh, there you go. Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I love that. Also, all I can smell is mint as I leaned in to look at this picture.
Okay, well, let's do it. Since we're on the subject already. So this week was my week to pick. Happy second Food Bites Fridays. I picked Oreos and pepperoni as my combination, as seen by the vulgar chef. Yeah, so I have 2 different types of Oreos. I have a chocolate covered Oreo, as you can see here. And
Those
I have
are super good.
regular double stuffed Oreo because double stuff is king. And then here are my pepperonis. So Hormel, of course.
Have courtesy of Josh G. He wants to make me suffer today. Here is a nice mint Oreo.
Is he even on stream right now? Is he watching?
He's probably not, but
He's
you know
not.
what?
Who knows? Jerk.
And then here's a normal, regular Oreo that I just broke. And then they didn't have normal, like the pepperoni pack, so I have extra large nipply.
Nice. Nipperonis.
Nippleronis.
Oh, Josh isn't here. What's up, Josh? Thanks for joining, buddy.
Oh, I'm not thrilled about this, but he got me with, I pay $5 for a sub, so I should get a say, and I'm like, ugh!
All right, chat. Which one should we try first? So should I try the pepperoni with the regular double stuffed or the chocolate covered Oreo? And should Ketsorin try the mint Oreo with the pepperoni or the regular? Did you get a double stuffed, did you say, or just a regular?
It's a regular. Oh, I broke it in half again. Womp womp. I think we should do the normal Oreo.
No more Oreo first? Okay. So, of course, you have to twist it apart. You have to twist it apart and put it, like, on the other side of the cream.
Well, mine just broke, so I'm gonna do a nice little fold.
So I'm doing cream, pepperoni. Actually, I'm gonna put 2 pepperonis in here.
Can I do like a reverse Oreo? Like, hold on 1 second.
For the content, says Josh. So I'm going pepperoni. I'm going cream, cookie, cream, pepperoni, cookie. All right.
I'm just going to do this. I'm going to rip mine in half so I can have an easier bite here.
All right. Are we ready?
There you go.
Are we ready? I'm going to do it all at once, too. I'm not taking a bite. I'm just going to whole cookie in.
I'm going to eat half of it.
3, 2, 1.
I don't like this. I don't want to eat no more.
It's really not that bad. I actually think it's pretty good.
I'm tearing up because I don't like it.
It's really not bad at all.
More No, thanks.
Come on. That's pretty good.
Ugh, I did not like that.
The only thing that would have been better, I wish I had some marinara. I would have put some marinara on it too.
Oh my God.
Okay.
That was terrible. I hated it. I dread the mint.
Yeah, mint's going to be bad.
Dude, brought me to tears. Like,
so this one, I'm doing pepperoni, chocolate covered Oreo pepperoni. So a reverse sandwich, if you will, or a pepperoni sandwich. So here we go. Oh, wait, hold on. I got to rate that first. So out of 5 bananas, right? That's what we decided, 5?
I thought it was 10.
Is it 10? Okay. Oh, yeah, no, you're right. It's 10. It's 10. Okay. I am going to rate that a 7 out of 10. I would do that again. That was pretty good.
I don't like the aftertaste.
7 out of 10.
I don't like it.
The aftertaste is mostly just pepperoni, so.
Well, I'm going to do mint Oreo pepperoni.
All right, cheers. Let's do it.
Ugh.
I like the other better because there's more cream. This is more like just chocolate pepperoni, which is fine. I mean, I've put Nutella on pizza before, so. I rate this one 6 out of 10.
I gained as much saliva as I could, and I swallowed it whole, so I didn't have to chew anymore.
Oh my God.
I'm not going to eat the rest of that. That was terrible. Thank you, Josh, for ruining my night.
So how many bananas?
That's like a moldy banana. Banana.
So a banana. 1 out of 10?
That was a 1 out of 10. That was like a 0 out of 10.
Yeah, that sounds pretty terrible. And one for the road. I've got 2 more pepperonis left in an Oreo, so I'll do the sandwich on this one too. Actually, no, you know what? I'll do one on the outside, one on the inside.
You were about this.
It's good, yo.
I don't like it. Ugh.
So one on the inside, one on the outside, on the opposite side. So this time it's pepperoni, cookie, cream, pepperoni, cookie. Cheers.
Oh. All I taste is mint and like an aftertaste of pepperoni. Like when you burp and you can like taste pepperoni. Like that's what I'm tasting right now. It's terrible.
Yeah, the burps from this are not going to be good. I can tell you that. The indigestion is going to be high, especially because I'm drinking coffee on top of it.
We need to be like promoted by Pepto-Bismol, upset stomach, diarrhea.
Well,
Have you been trying foods?
Josh says, I have Pepsid if you need it.
Thanks, Josh. After he's like, get a mint Oreo. Oh, that was terrible. Not
the pepperoni
good.
is a little too harsh, but I do like the sweet and salty a lot. Sweet and salty.
Well, I'll be glad to pick the next one.
I'm not doing watermelon and mustard. Sorry.
No, we are doing that next.
Oh.
Watermelon mustard.
I don't like watermelon. I don't like any kind of melon.
Well, You got to deal with it.
It's legit the only thing I don't like. You know me. I'm the least picky eater ever.
Remember when you said this is going to turn into, like, how do we make the other person suffer?
Yeah. Ben says eat crayons next. I mean, okay. What are we pairing it with, though?
There has to be edible crayons out there. We can do this.
Yeah, they're called crayons.
You can eat crayons for real?
I mean, you shouldn't, but I don't think it'll kill you. They're non-toxic.
I wonder if they taste good.
It's just wax. Wax won't kill you. It's just not, like, nutritional at all.
It's going to make a wax molding of my insides.
Okay.
That's how I imagine it works.
As I pick my teeth on camera. Well,
yeah.
That was rough. You want to talk about some stuff?
Yeah, I want to talk about some stuff. I want to get my mind off this mint.
Are you caught up on Invincible? Did you watch this week's episode?
I am not. No, I did not.
Well, we're not going to talk spoilies anyway, but another banger. So I actually do want to bring this up because Shogun was incredible as well. So I brought this up on the B-Shell this morning, and I was like, is this the best run of TV like you could remember? And I can't think of a better week of TV. So Sundays you have Curb Your Enthusiasm, which is in its final season and one of my favorite shows ever. Tuesdays you have Shogun, which is going to end up being one of my favorite shows ever. It's literal perfection so far. There's only 2 episodes left too. God, I love it. And then Wednesdays you have The Bad Batch and X-Men 97. I'm not caught up on Bad Batch, but X-Men 97 is just too good. It's just like old school X-Men from the 90s. It's too good. And then Thursdays you have Invincible, and it's like, holy cow, like this gamut of amazing works just all in one week. Like I think there's going to be like 3 weeks of it total where they all fall in that time frame. Too good. Are you okay?
I'm sorry. I just burped and all I could taste was mint.
I gotta tell you, my tummy is not too happy about this right now. I'm gonna be honest.
So listen, guys. It is if I burp, you know what I'm tasting. But let's see. So with Invincible, at least, this was the last episode, right, of season 2 that aired tonight.
Is that true, or is there one? I thought there was one more.
I thought it was 3.
Is it only 3? I thought it was 4 and 4, but if so, that sucks. Because
I thought I thought last season was 5. We're gonna have to look this up real fast. Somebody fact check us.
You might go
into the Invincible. Let's go season 2 Invincible.
The way it ended didn't really feel like end of season material, though. If that's the case, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is.
Yeah, my internet's going slow, so somebody fact checked us. Boom! I think it's only 3. I'm pretty sure it's only 3. I'm not up to date, but I have read the comics. You guys know I'm like huge about Invincible. I am loving this arc. I love how it's going. I don't know. I mean, would you be up to talking about that first season 2 part 2 episode, or should we wait until it's completely finished for everybody else who hasn't seen it?
Yeah, I think we should just wait because there's a lot of implications there, you know. So
okay, I can be patient.
Yeah.
You guys, anybody who hasn't updated, catch up.
See, I was right. Episode 8. I thought you were stronger. Thursday, 4th of April. So yeah, there's 8 episodes. So there's one more left.
Cool. All right. Well, I'm stoked. So the week after the last one drops, we're gonna talk about it.
Yeah, for sure. We gotta. But yeah, so much to watch right now, and we eating good. It feels like that everything's getting that post-COVID bump. Like I feel like, except for movies, really, like last year, I think there was a ton of really good movies, but this year it feels like there's not a lot of movies that are like I'm super looking forward to. Maybe a lot of them will surprise me, but I think lots of media were getting that post-COVID bump of like, okay, here's a bunch of stuff that we were trying to work on and couldn't because of COVID, and like it's all coming to a head now, and it's good. Like we got
Yeah.
The Boys coming up in the summer. Like, oh man, come on, we eating good in
Um,
the entertainment world right now.
well, I'm not really keeping up with too much media because I'm busy, but
Whatever, loser.
I did watch Damsel.
I don't know what that is.
It's with Millie Bobby Brown,
Okay.
the girl from Stranger Things.
Yeah.
It's a movie on Netflix, and overall, like, I don't like overcomplicated movies. Like, sometimes you just want to watch a good action-packed movie. And I would say it's straight to the point, good CGI, a decent story up until about 90, like towards the last 10% of the movie. It's great. Then it just gets kind of like strange. Okay. Or it doesn't really like follow. But if you guys are looking for 2 hours to kill with an okay movie, I would say like a 5 out of 7. Go with that.
I do want to see the what's it called? The third body problem or something like that. The fourth
three body problem.
Yeah, 3 body problem. There's a lot of episodes already out on Netflix right now. I think the first season's already out. I really want to watch that. I heard amazing things about it. Apparently the next season, whenever that comes out, it sets up for just some batshit crazy stuff, and I'm all about it. So I think I'm gonna start that this weekend. I'm really looking forward to that.
Ooh,
I'm a sucker for sci-fi, so
things coming out soon. Bridgerton season 3 for all of my romance people. Bridgerton season 3 is going to be coming out soon. I'm pretty sure it's late April, early May.
But hey, to each their own. I know Mariah's excited about that.
I'm excited about that. That shit's good, man.
You guys are gonna have to watch that together.
Yep.
But speaking of romance, I started reading a fantasy romance novel, I guess you would call it. So far, it's just fantasy, to be honest. But I'm only like 5 chapters in, so. Fourth Wing. I started reading Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros. Is that how you say her name?
Oh, I don't even know the author, so no, I don't know.
Well,
yes.
Mariah burned through. There's 2 books out in the series, and the third one comes out this year, apparently.
Next year, 2025.
Okay, well.
Oh yeah, 2025.
Mariah burned through both of them, and so far so good. 5 chapters in, it's got some pretty good world building, and it's pretty intense. Like, doesn't really hold much back. It's a little more young adulty than I would have thought, because it follows a 20-year-old as a character, which I didn't know that going into it either. But despite like all the vulgarness and brutalness, it's like kind of written as a young adult book, which is kind of a weird dynamic, but it's not bad at all. I'm liking it so far.
Good.
You're reading it next, right?
Right now, so I have to do a segue, but right now I'm reading the Court of Thrones series. I'm on the 2nd book, so it's a Court of Mist and Fury.
Mm-hmm.
It goes from like fantasy romance to like fantasy spicy romance, and then it's supposed to get fantasy spicier romance, and I am about it. It's good. It also follows a young main character. But the world building, it's slow. The first book is slow. So like people who recommended it to me, they're like, the first one is going to be slow. Like wait until the end, just get through it. And they're right. It is,
really,
it goes downhill in the greatest way, real fast. And it gets real gritty and real dark and it's great.
Nice.
So yes, after I'm done with this book series, I'm going to read Fourth Wing.
Yep. Cool. Yeah. Mariah's reading the series that you're on right now, and she's burning through those too. She's a crazy fast reader. She's
both of us are.
My problem with reading is I am a fast reader, but I can't do that. Like I have to go back and reread things like several times to like make sure I read it correctly. Like context is everything for me, and I want to make sure that I'm like, okay, am I understanding this context completely before I move on to the next paragraph?
Yeah.
So it takes me forever to read books, which is why honestly audiobooks have been a lifesaver for me because yeah, I read at their pace. So it's like I just kind of try to absorb as much as I can from the way they're reading it, which is much easier for me because like I also think up of, and honestly, it's a J.R.R. Tolkien problem. I think of like how they sound. Like I picture how they're gonna look and how they're gonna sound based off of how they're described and all that stuff in my head. So I have like my internal voice for each character, and so like I have to like rev that up each time each person talks. So that adds
Oh,
some time.
geez.
That adds some time to my reading too. It like I said, it's a J.R.R. Tolkien problem because he was so good at like describing everything that like I didn't have to think about it. I was put in that world. I was put in those shoes. And that's honestly why I took a long pause from reading for a long time after middle school was because nothing else held a candle to the way that dude wrote. And like I just felt like I was stumbling over my reads every time because it wasn't the way Tolkien writes, which is like not fair for sure because he's literally the greatest author of all time. Like I don't even think that's even a fucking question. Um, but it's just hard to get to move on from that onto something else.
I think I have the I guess an opposite problem. Like I get so enthralled with a book, especially when I enjoy the writing or the story, mainly the story. I'll start skimming so I can get faster. Like I
Oh,
read fast, but then I'm like, okay, let me skim, and then I have to stop and say, no, like all this is important. Like you can't skip, like you can't skim it. So I have to like that's why it takes me longer to read. Like even though I'm a fast reader, I have to go back and like
yeah,
read it through because I get so excited
yeah,
that I want to keep going and going and going and going, but I
I get
have to
that.
stop myself.
Yeah, I get that too.
So
My mind wanders a lot too when I read. Like it's honestly a big challenge for me to read despite my reading like ability because of issues I have to be honest. But like my mind wanders a lot when I read because it makes me think of something else I've read somewhere else or like another form of media where I'm like, "Oh, this reminds me of this." And then I'll keep reading, but I'm not really taking in what I'm
you're not
reading.
taking
I'm
it
thinking about that other thing that reminded me of, and then I just keep reading on. I'm like, shit, I missed like everything that happened there. Let me back up.
Yeah, that doesn't happen to me. I think I just think about the story. Like sometimes if I'm not invested, then I'll go, okay, let me think about this and this and this, and then I have to redirect and focus myself back to reading. But I don't get distracted with other stuff that it reminds me of. So that's interesting. I've never experienced anything like that.
Yeah, often heard that like people with ADD experience this issue, which I'm not diagnosed, so I'm not putting labels on anything. Um, but really, like there's rare instances where that doesn't happen. Like even Harry Potter, which I adored that series, I had those same issues with that. Like the only books there's a very short list of books that I've read that like I will read fast because I'm so encapsulated in that world that I do what you're talking about where it's not like I skim, I take it all in because I am a fast reader. It's just
Yeah.
I don't have to make up those characters in my head. I don't have to world build because it does it for me, right? Lord of the Rings obviously is like that. Ready Player One was like that. I couldn't get enough. I wanted to keep reading and reading, which is why the second one was like so disappointing to me because it did not do the same type of stuff that the first one did.
Sure.
Like I thought it was pretty good, but it just wasn't. It didn't hold a candle to the first one. And then the Heir to the Empire series by Timothy Zahn, Star Wars books. And to a certain extent, Game of Thrones. Although George A. Game of Thrones, I've only read the first book. But George R. R. Martin, he, as much as he wants to be like Tolkien, like that's where he gets his writing style from, and like he worships him. It's almost like he's trying to act too much like him in certain instances, and it becomes problematic.
Sure.
So it bothers me a little bit, and I get distracted because of that. Where I'm like, yeah, come on, man, you literally just ripped that straight from the man himself, you know, like that style. But he does a pretty damn good job too. So like, like for most of Game of Thrones, I was like, all right, let's read this shit. So,
well, I never read Game of Thrones, but
highly recommend.
Josh says Dune Prophecy on HBO Max sounds interesting.
Dune Prophecy, it does sound interesting. I'm all for fleshing out that world even more. Like that's why I love the second book or second movie. I'm caught on books right now. Second movie so much.
I still haven't read any of the Dune series.
I haven't either.
And I have the first one. I have the first one. I still haven't read it.
Yeah, I've not read any of them. I'm strictly movie and new movies. I didn't even watch the old ones. So, yeah.
Okay. And then we got Benjamin Spaghetti says
no. Benjamin Spaghetti.
Benjamin Spaghetti says I usually have 5 different books on rotation. I can never just read through a book.
You know what? I have a similar problem. Like right now I am in the middle of an audiobook. I'm in the middle of a manga, and I'm in the middle of Fourth Wing. And I usually I have to rotate back and forth, or I get bored.
I don't know how you guys do it. Like just focus on one book.
I get bored.
It's interesting. The one book is interesting.
But
I don't know. I can't do that.
I have had, and I'm the same way with like anime and everything else. Like I can't watch just like one. I have to go back and forth. Like I get so bored because again, I've had the very best. Like I've seen Cowboy Bebop. Nothing will be as good as Cowboy Bebop. I've seen Seinfeld. Nothing will be as good as Seinfeld. I've read Lord of the Rings. Nothing will ever be as good as Lord of the Rings. No matter how hard anything tries, those three are like goated for their medians. And then same with Star Wars. I've seen the original trilogy. Not shit's gonna touch that. I'm sorry. Like those.
You don't gotta apologize for it.
I'm just saying, like those are at the tippy top for me. And I've had the best. I've consumed the best, and I keep trying to obtain that feeling of like consuming it for the first time again, and nothing scratches that itch. That's why manga has been so important for me, because it was such a new form of entertainment for me, and like Chainsaw Man and Kaiju number 8 were just like amazing.
It doesn't have to scratch. I guess that's how we like look at it differently. Is it doesn't have to scratch an itch. It's the journey. It's the funness and the newness that's exciting, you know? Like it doesn't have to like reach that par that's already been set. And, you know, you can have a favorite, and that's great. That's going to be just fine. But, you know, nothing can reach that, and that's okay. But the journey itself is always fun. So that's how I think I kind of do it.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. I get that. And I do to a certain extent. I just get burned out quickly is my point.
Got it. Yeah, I can't say that I relate there, because I have one book. Like having 2 books at one time, and then if I try 3, it's hard. It's so hard to focus, because I'm already taking in one source of information. I want to focus on that, and I want to, I guess this is where I would say is I want to perfect that one thing, and then I can move on to the next. And then I can move on to
I think we've talked about this too, and maybe again I have undiagnosed ADD, but like if I don't have music in the background, it's actually harder for me to concentrate on my book. If I have music in the back,
we've talked about that. Yeah,
it's what I'm talking about. Yeah, so like I really love like going to a coffee shop or something, or just throwing on music, and like I can power through a book if I've got that. Like and coffee helps me too, because it helps me focus. But yeah, I don't know. I need something like stimulating all different parts of my brain most of the time.
No, that totally makes sense. I can read. I mean, I'm the opposite. I can complete silence for hours.
I hate it. The silence is deafening. That's like me in a nutshell. Like I can't stand silence.
I can shut everything else out, and I can just focus on that one thing.
As a matter of fact, like whenever there is silence, it like bothers me to the point where like I'll start to like imagine a ringing in my ear that's not actually there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I like it's so weird. It's like literally
you can hear that ringing. I think
it's called tinnitus, but I don't have tinnitus.
I don't think that you're imagining. I mean, like I feel like when it's complete silence, there is a ringing.
Maybe that's a thing. Maybe it's a phenomenon that I'm unaware of, but like I don't have the ringing any other time. It just when it's completely silent, it just starts to ring in my ears. I'm like, I don't like this.
Yeah. Josh says, I hyperfixate on whatever media I'm consuming. If I'm reading a book, I'm reading that book and only that book, and I'm obsessed with that book. Bro, same, but kind of not really, because if it doesn't hold my interest, I have trouble reading it. Then I have trouble getting into it. So, but same, if it holds my interest, I'm in it. If it doesn't, I'm out. And then I have to really get focused. So, but yeah, I get it. Same.
I also get really bad about books where I'll get like halfway through a book and then I'll never want to touch it anymore. Like I get bored with it to the point where I'm like, this is not gonna come out the way I want it to come out, so I'm not even gonna bother.
I can usually tell like in the first chapter if the book is gonna hold my attention.
Okay, fair enough. It usually takes me a couple chapters to like get a feel for it. And like Fourth Wing's doing a good job of holding my interest. It's world building pretty good. And like the dragons just showed up and it's like, all right, here we go. Like I can see where this is going and I dig this shit.
Yeah. Right on.
Yeah.
Well, have fun in your book reading journey.
Yeah, I was just actually telling Mariah, I feel like I'm in middle school again because outside of sports, the two things I did in middle school were I read the shit out of books and I drew. I used to draw. And I was just telling Mariah, like, I kind of got a new want to for like the past 2 months. I've just had this drive to start sketching and drawing again. I don't know why. I haven't actually done it yet, but
I didn't know that you used to draw. I don't remember. Well, I don't know. I'm going to say I didn't know that you used to draw.
Yeah, I did it a lot in middle school. I did it some in high school, and then I just stopped doing it altogether. I haven't done it at all since high school, like literally not once. So I'm way out of practice, and like it's going to take me a while to get back into it. But yeah, actually, Dragon Ball Z is the reason I wanted to start drawing to begin with.
Well,
yeah.
Well, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
You should get into it.
Well, I think I'm going to
get into their passions and wants.
Well, you know me, I get bored with stuff, and like I need to experience new things quite often. Or like, and I do hyperfixate on those things like at the time too. So like, I'll probably want to draw for like 6 months in a row, and then I won't do it again for a year probably. It's just the way I am with all things. Like I got really big into the Pokemon TCG. I was even playing it like online for like a few months, and I just haven't touched it since. And like I go through phases of Magic the Gathering like that too, where I'll just play it for a whole year and then I won't play it for like 2 years. Then I'll go back and play it again for another year.
Make yourself little reminders, like make that a little like monthly habit. Start small. I'm big about that.
Yeah. But yeah, the drawing, the whole reason I'm like, I feel like the desire to start doing it again, I think, is because Ronan has shown an interest in it, my son. And I really want to go down that journey with him. I think that'd be really cool. So
that would be really cool. I've seen his pictures that he's been drawing. Oh, it's exciting, dude.
Yeah,
go down that journey with him. Get into drawing.
He has a real passion for it out of nowhere, so it's pretty cool.
It's very cool. It's very cool seeing him draw.
Yeah, speaking of Dragon Ball Z and Akira Toriyama, by the way, so I saw no marketing for this at all. I was just happened to be on Hulu watching Shogun, and I saw that there was a Sandland anime ONA on Hulu, and I was like, "What? What? I knew it had never been made before. I used to read the manga back in the day in Shonen Jump. It's from Akira Toriyama called Sandland, and I was like, I'll just see what it is, and like I saw it just came out like May 20th, or not May 20th, March 20th, and there's already like 6 episodes out. And I watched the first couple episodes, and the animation has some 3D animation aspects to it, which I'm not always a huge fan of, but they do a good job. It's cell shaded, which makes a lot of sense for the anime if you've ever read the manga. And it's really fucking good. Like the first 2 episodes were awesome, and I'm really excited to like dive into that world again. So I highly recommend Sandland on Hulu anime if you're so inclined to watch anime.
Cool. Since we're kind of like brushing up a little bit on anime, kind of anime adjacent,
Sure.
is season 2 confirmed of One Piece for the live action? Or am
I
like,
think so, yeah.
I'm seeing like, you know how you get like, I want to say it's like Darth Video or like Darth something where they like make fake trailers.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know if it's one of those where it's fake, but I want to say that One Piece season 2, the live action, is confirmed.
I'm pretty sure I saw a post where it got greenlit. If only Bobby was here, he would know, Mr. Page and Panel himself. You could probably just check Page and Panel's Instagram, and he'd probably have it on there if it was announced.
Well, a big ol' shout out to Page and Panel.
Hey, do you want to talk about upcoming media that's gonna happen in spring 2024? Entertainment.
Yes.
Okay. That was super enthusiastic. Well, Godzilla versus Kong. I mean, the Godzilla
surprise for me.
The Godzilla versus Kong movie came out, I guess, today. It's getting lukewarm reviews as most of those do. I don't know. It looks fun. Ronan's been begging to see it, and I'm like, I don't know if you're ready for that yet. It's a little.
We all have intense. A lukewarm movie, and it's okay to be that.
Yeah,
it's comforting.
Well, Polygon published a spring 2024 entertainment preview, so I think we should look at that.
Okay, together. Let's look at it.
Look at that Godzilla versus Kong thing.
Are we gonna look at like some cool stuff? Oh yeah, we are.
The biggest movies. The biggest shows.
Look, Sabrina is here. Hi, Sabrina.
The most watched anime. Okay.
Is These Nuts. Got him.
Got him. Okay, so I think those are the ones. Okay. Well, I saw Fallout on there, which we'll start with TV shows. Bones Coffee, which I love, by the way, just came out with a new Fallout inspired flavors today. Like I got the email today, and they had a founders pack for it. It was all 3 for like $60, and it came in like a vault pack, and I wanted to get it, but it sold out literally immediately. Like I got on there and it was already sold out.
I know we're talking about like TV spring stuff, but you just reminded me of something.
Okay.
Lego came out with their official D&D shit.
Yeah, we already talked about that a couple shows ago. Maybe you weren't on.
Oh man, I wasn't here. So anyway, I'm really excited. Hi, I'm delayed. You know, guest appearance as Internet Explorer. Sometimes I have to do that. Also. Also, there's this company. I haven't checked them out in full, but they do D&D themed tea.
D&D
where it's
themed
like
what?
Seasonal D&D themed tea.
Tea. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and so I want to check. If anybody has checked that out, let me know. Hit me up or hit Dustin up, and let me know what that is, because that sounds interesting. Like it's seasonal, like it's limited edition, and I think it comes with like dice as well sometimes. So I want to know.
Nice.
I want to try that.
Okay. Well, we should order some.
Okay.
Anyway, I
I'm
ordered the
down.
Atomic Apple. I thought that sounded the best out of all of them. So I'm excited for that. I really like Bones. I'm not usually one to like flavored coffees very much, but Bones does it good. All right,
Dude,
so here we go.
I love flavored coffee.
Let's do TV shows. Oh, okay.
How about
Uh
sugar put in the tea? Girl, that sounds amazing.
that's awesome. That's such a cool idea. I
Start
have that.
that as a business thing.
I'm gonna add that to the business plan, actually.
Ooh, he's taking it. You can't copyright it now. Well, you can, but you have to prove it, which would be this episode. So,
Which I'll never publish. I'm just kidding.
hey,
Rick.
second secret episode. Second secret episode.
Oh yeah, there is a secret episode of Nerd Bites Weekly.
There is a secret episode nobody will ever know about.
No one, it's lost for. It's literally lost forever. It's a lost episode.
Last episode.
Yeah. So Renegade Nell. I don't know what this is, but it's on Disney Plus, and it looks like Victorian or something. Fright Crew season 2. Never watched the first season. Taskmaster Series 17. What is that? Apparently it returns. I don't know. Whatever. So far, I'm unimpressed. A Gentleman in Moscow. Also don't care.
Hey, hold on. Wait, hold on. I want to zoom in on this. That's based on a book. Hold on. A Gentleman in Moscow. Wait. Blah blah blah. Hold on. What does it say?
Oh wait,
Uh,
Ewan McGregor's in it. Okay, I'm in.
yeah. Read it. Read it. An aristocrat place under. I read this book and it's it's great.
Okay, well it's gonna be on Paramount Plus with Showtime, whatever that means.
Dude, that book is so good.
Okay.
I've read that book. It is awesome.
Sweet.
It takes place during, if I can recall, it is the Russian Revolution. So,
The
ooh,
Bolshevik Revolution of
yeah,
1917.
1917 to 1922 was the Bolshevik Revolution. That was a fucking awesome book.
Well, maybe this will be good then.
I want to check that out.
Okay. Maybe I will watch then. March 31st on Paramount Plus with Showtime, I guess. Breaking News Season 7. I have no idea what that is. American Horror Story Delicate Part 2. Okay, that's the Kim Kardashian one, which I didn't watch. American Horror Story, I watched bits and pieces of it, like different seasons, but nothing ever beats the first season. The first season was very good, and then I felt like everything else was not very good. Well, like hit and miss after that.
That one was the Mortal Kombat one. Do you know what I'm talking about?
What?
Where the guys like go into Mortal Kombat and like they can feel everything that happens in the game.
That's Black Mirror, not American Horror Story.
Oh, I thought
that's called something Dragons. I can't remember the name of it, but yes, that's a Black Mirror episode.
I guess I never seen American Horror Story, so never mind.
Sabrina says Murder House was good. Yeah, it was. Ripley on Netflix. Don't care. Star Trek Discovery final season. Haven't watched a bit of that. Chucky season 3 part 2. Don't care about that. Here we go. Fallout. April 11th. Let's go. I'm so freaking excited for this. It looks so good. And I'm going to play a Fallout game soon. Like, replay one. I might actually, I've never played Fallout Vegas. Fallout New Vegas. I might give that a shot. The Sympathizer. You're going to watch Fallout, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Under the Bridge, The Big Door Prize Season 2. I have never heard of any of these shows. Hey, Knuckles. I know I'll be watching this because Ronan is going to lose his mind that this is a thing. He's going to be very happy about this. And if it's anything like the movies, honestly, they're really fun. So I'll have fun with it. It'll be on Paramount Plus April 24th. The Veil.
The Veil.
Smarty Pants.
Smarty Pants.
I don't know anything about that. Hacks. Okay. Doctor Who season 14. I've never seen Doctor Who.
You should watch Doctor Who. It's
I
great.
should, apparently.
Yeah.
Interview with the Vampire season 2.
Ooh. The movie was great.
Yeah. Outer Range season 2. These are shows that I didn't even know had season 1s. Or you just mentioned Bridgerton season 3 part 1. May 16th.
Man, listen, Bridgerton people, gather around. We're gonna eat that shit up.
Hey, I have some special edition Bridgerton herbal tea that you've had.
It's great.
The blood orange mimosa, right? Is that right?
Yep.
It's actually
Yep.
it's good.
Blood orange, it's pretty good. Yeah.
Evil final season. Don't know what that is. Oh, Sabrina's a Bridgerton gal too. She says, "Oh, I like Bridgerton. Give me."
That's so good.
All right. Do you want to do movies or anime next?
I guess movies.
Okay. L.A. Chimera or La Chimera, maybe.
La cucaracha, la cucaracha.
I don't know anything about this. La Chimera follows a band of lovable hooligans in the hills of Italy in the 1970s who sell statues they find in the country's many random tombs to make their living. Beautiful, sweet, and surprisingly hilarious, La Chimera is one of the most interesting and unique movies of 2024. Okay, maybe I'll watch it then. Looks weird, but whatever. Wages of Fear. It'll be on Netflix March 29th. We just talked about Godzilla X Kong, The New Empire, March 29th, which is today. Baby Assassins 2. Okay. The Beast in theaters April 5th. I don't know anything about that. How much of your life have you lived before? The Beast is a sci-fi movie. Okay, I'm in. Set in a world where emotions have become dangerous, but people can search their past lives and purge them of those deadly feelings. Okay. But when Gabrielle, Leia Sado, undergoes the procedure, she keeps finding a connection to the same man, George McKay, over and over again in every life. Okay, so it's like a sci-fi romance, right?
Sabrina says emotions already are dangerous.
That's true.
Which, yes.
Honestly, I'm in on this. This sounds interesting. I'm all for some good sci-fi. Thanks. I try really hard.
You're welcome.
Yeah, Girl State on Apple TV Plus. I don't have that, but I actually don't.
Does anybody have Apple TV? Like, I have not met one person who has it.
I don't think anyone has it. Monkey Man, actually, this looks really good. It's like kind of John Wick-esque. It's I just saw a trailer for it yesterday. It looks really good. Just shoot 'em up. Looks fun. I'm excited. Oh, it's backed by producer Jordan Peele as well. So yeah, I'm excited for this. I would go see this in theaters. The First Omen.
Another Omen?
It's another. Yeah.
Hold on, like Omen 1, or like...
So it says, after dubious and poorly executed revival, The Exorcist Believer, The First Omen looks like a breath of fresh air, a restained, stylish, psychological horror prequel that probably doesn't need to exist, sure, but it looks damn creepy. The premise is about as straightforward as it gets. An American woman off to Rome to become a nun stumbles upon...
When was the last remake of The Omen? We had a remake of The Omen, right?
I don't know. This is a prequel to The Exorcist, right?
Oh. No, The Omen is its own movie.
Okay, I see. I don't know.
Somebody help me out. I'm gonna say, Josh, help me out. It was like late 70s for The Omen. I'm thinking of it was a kid it was black and white with a red background. I'm pretty sure that was The Omen. It was, I want to say, late 70s, early 80s.
Sabrina says, I do think they remade it. Sabrina, which...
They made it late 2000s. They remade it. And so I want to know if this is a remake again of The Omen.
I don't know. Well, it's a prequel to whatever it is. So if it is The Omen, then it'd be a prequel to The Omen, which would make sense calling it the first Omen. 2006 remake, says Sabrina. So yeah, I guess this is the prequel to that. Sabrina, what did you say you'll probably watch because you like the actor? Were you talking about Monkey Man? Okay. Anyway, moving on. Civil War. Oh, she says yes. Okay. Yeah. Civil War. I am hype. This is one movie I am very, very highly looking forward to because it's from probably my favorite director, and also from A24. So you know it's gonna slap, and it's got a big cast. Alex Garland. I love him so much. What a director. What a producer. What a writer. The guy is the king of sci-fi. I know a bunch of friends are trying to go see this together. Sabrina, I think you're one of those as well. Oh wait, you said I refuse to watch that. Too much anxiety. Well, I guess you're not coming. So, it does feel very much on the nose for sure. But if I know Alex Garland, I know he's going to have some sort of psychological thinking method in it, which is why I love him so much. It says, by all accounts, Alex Garland's latest provocation as cinema isn't the movie you might think it is. A war film set against a backdrop that places a firm finger on American cultural pressure points. Civil War will likely inspire many arguments among those who see it, and hopefully more than a few of those will be worth having. The alternative is, well, that's what the movie's about. Sweet. Yeah, very fucking excited for this. Can't wait. Arcadian, which I think this is supposed to be his last movie. Nicolas Cage, I think he's supposedly retiring after this. Yeah. I would watch this. So, advanced reviewers out of SXSW have warned Nicolas Cage fans to expect dialed-down serious Cage from this post-apocalyptic horror movie, not manic screaming Cage. That isn't a bad thing, but it's always best to set. I don't care what your opinion is. What is it about? So it's just a post-apocalyptic horror movie? Okay. So it says, in this case, he's playing a dad and protector to two teenage boys after murderous creatures destroy most of life on Earth. Or is any of that true? The initial trailer lands on the intriguing line somewhere between the breathless horror of A Quiet Place and the more psychological conundrums of frailty. Yeah, I'm on board for that for sure.
Every time I think of Nicolas Cage, I just think about that meme where it was like Nicolas Cage playing Nicolas Cage. Like,
yeah, what was that movie called? I wish Matt was here. He would know. He loves that movie. Pedro Pascal's in it too.
I don't know. But he was in Color Out of Space, and honestly, he didn't do too bad. So,
word. But anyway, April 12th. And then you have Sasquatch Sunset in limited theaters April 12th. What? Rebel Moon Part 2, the Scargiver? I mean.
Is this about, like, cryptid smut? Because I have a coworker who's into that.
You did tell me that. You want me to read the synopsis real quick?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hit me.
A bunch of people I've never heard of star as a family of Sasquatches in this surreal comedy. Amid the picturesque scenery of the Pacific Northwest, there's also some Bigfoot sex in the trailer, so prepare yourselves for that. So yeah, I think you're right.
Nice.
Wow.
What is this called?
Sasquatch Sunset.
Okay.
Good Lord. Rebel Moon Part 2, the Scargiver. Don't care about that. I probably will never watch the first one either. Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare. Okay. Abigail. Challengers, which is, yeah, the one where what's her face? Zendaya is she's got two boyfriends at the same time. I saw the trailer for that. She was like a former tennis player who like got hurt, and she's like coaching both of these tennis players. I don't know. It's real weird. I'm out on that. Probably Humane. The Idea of You, The Fall Guy looks fun. I'll probably watch anything that Ryan Gosling's in. I Saw the TV Glow. I like this cat. He was in Detective Pikachu and a bunch of other stuff. I like him. Cuckoo. Euphoria's Hunter Schafer stars in the latest Neon provocation about a 17-year-old girl pulled into an uncomfortable and possibly untenable family situation in a remote German resort. I feel like everyone uses the word untenable now when no one ever used to use that word.
Untenable.
Dustin thinks he's dreamy. Who do I
Listen, the way that they said that reminded me of Halo 3 announcer when he was like invincible.
Oh yeah.
Double
kill. Triple kill.
Triple kill.
Untenable. It's not a thing, but imagine if he said that.
Listen, it sounded good and I liked it.
By the way, the Nicolas Cage movie I couldn't remember. Sabrina put it out there. The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. Oh, Ryan Gosling? Yeah, who doesn't think Ryan Gosling's dreamy? Everyone thinks that.
Duh, even Ryan Gosling thinks he's dreamy.
Tarot? Is it pronounced tarot or tarot? It's tarot, right? Like tarot
I can't.
cards?
Tarot is tarot.
Tarot, that's what I thought. So tarot it's got Genki in it from Spider-Man. Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, probably be good. Back to Black, I will watch because I love the shit out of Amy Winehouse. Rest in peace, Queen. This looks so much fun. It's got a huge cast of voice actors that are big name actors. It's imaginary friends. It's like, what if imaginary friends are real? It's really cool. The Strangers Chapter 1. You know what? I love the first Strangers movie a lot. It's definitely one of my favorite horror movies, but man, they're really milking that franchise, aren't they? Furiosa, can't fucking wait. Let's go. God, it looks so good. Mad Max Furiosa, let's go. Garfield movie, don't care. Sorry. Atlas looks like a sci-fi thing, so yeah. I'm on board for this. It's on Netflix May 24th. Robot Dreams. What the hell is this? A dog in a relationship with a robot? Let me read the synopsis for this real quick. The mysterious fifth entry in this year's Oscar for Best Animated Feature is only just getting a wide release. Oh, okay. Without any dialogue, Robot Dreams tells a beautiful story of friendship between a lonely dog and his robot pal, showing how relationships change with seasons of life. It's beautifully evocative and may just have you tearing up next time you hear September by Earth, Wind, and Fire. Well, if you're not tearing up during that anyway, then you have no soul.
The 21st of
Quick, someone play the Remember drop. I mean, I'll do it.
I'm rushing. I'm trying to. Let's see if I can even play it.
You should be able to.
Nope, I don't have enough bananas.
Not enough nanners. No one has enough nanners. You got to watch more.
Well, that's okay. We hit the end of our list as we hit the end of our show.
Well, no, because we still got to do anime.
Oh, shit.
I played it, by the way. I can do everything.
Okay. Well, listen, I got to step away because I got to use the bathroom, man.
Okay, well, you say bye, and I'll take everyone out with anime.
Okay. All right, guys.
Say bye.
I don't know what to do now. In the interim, stay nerdy, but watch the show because it's anime.
Yeah.
So bye.
Okay, bye. Okay, no, everyone stay though for just a quick second. We're gonna talk about anime. Just me and you. Just a little pal time.
Just hang out. I'm leaving. You're staying.
All right. Love you. Bye. But all right.
Love you. Bye.
All right. Now that Ketsoran's gone, okay. So already, holy shit! My favorite manga ever is, well, not ever, but right now is Kaiju number 8, And of course, it's the header of this. This anime is going to be so lit, guys. You have no idea. Seriously, I am so excited for this shit. So of course that's number 1 on the list, and that is for me too. April 13th. It's so close. We've almost made it. Oh man, it's gonna be so good. Seriously, you guys have no idea. If you've never read the manga, highly recommend. It's the best manga out right now. It's not really close, and I love Chainsaw Man. My Hero Academia season 7. As much as it's drug on, I am excited for this season. I think they're finally back to their roots and hitting the ground running again after last season. So I'm excited for that. Sabrina mentioned this earlier. Demon Slayer, the Hashira training arc for sure. Looks good. Spice and Wolf Merchant meets the Wise Wolf. So it's a remake of Spice and Wolf, as I remember correctly. I never watched the first one, so I don't know. I heard it was good, but I don't know if I have time to watch it. Bartender Glass of God. I actually probably will watch this. I am gonna watch Windbreaker. It looks fun. It's your typical delinquent anime. Laid Back Camp season 3. Astronaut. This looks good. It's an original, so original sci-fi comedy. Yeah, I want to watch that. Another like racing anime, which seems to be all the rage right now. High Speed Etoi. I don't even know how to say that. I'm not even gonna try. The Fable, Shoku Tensei. I know people love that. I do not care about it. Sound Euphonium season 3. Viral Hit. Interesting. Black Butler public school arc. I hated Black Butler, so I'm not watching that. TP Bond, Time Patrol Bond. I don't know what that is. Rising Impact. I feel like they left a couple off here, but what do I know? But yeah, we have some heavy hitters. These 3 I care about the most for sure. I do want to check out Bartender Glass of God. I am going to watch Windbreaker, and Astronaut looks fun. So out of those, that's probably what I'll be watching. And Bobby and I from Page and Panel are going to be recording the 2nd episode of the Great Ninja Podcast as we enter the spring season. So look on the lookout for that. That will be very soon. Very excited. Oh, no, my camera went bye-bye. But yeah, I am going to go bye-bye as well. But be looking out for the Great Ninja Podcast. Episode 2 coming out probably in the next couple weeks. So we can review what we felt about the winter anime and what we're looking forward to in the spring anime. So real quick, Sabrina says, I think I watched some of the first one, but it wasn't that great to me. I thought they were talking about another Dragon Ball something. They're talking about another Dragon Ball something. In regards to what? So like there is going to be a new Dragon Ball Daima, but it's out later this year, which is like a chibi Dragon Ball, and I don't really know how I feel about it, but I'll probably watch it because it's Dragon Ball. So yeah. But anyway, yeah, keep on the lookout for the 2nd episode of Great Ninja Podcast. And yeah, I guess I'll see you guys next week. I hope if you celebrate, I hope everyone has a great Easter weekend. If you don't, then I just hope you have a great weekend. And until next time, stay nerdy. Bye.